Recently, there's been drama revolving around the player mofuries, formerly known as Shy. For a quick rundown of their history, she was known for her easy prowess since late 2019, getting 3rd place in Easy Mod Invitational in 2020. In late 2021, it became public knowledge in the community that the way one of her skins worked made Easy much easier. Basically, it would animate the hit circle so that it wouldn't appear until later. When you combine this with low gamma, it basically meant that the amount of time the circle appeared on the screen would decrease by over 50%, turning AR0 into AR5 and AR5 into AR7.5. After this became known, everyone began to use it and get notable scores with this method. It got patched within a few months, but notably, she stopped playing easy on a high level when it got patched. In fact, she would only return to setting high level easy plays again in late 2024, around 2.5 years after her method got patched. She didn't really garner attention, as she wasn't exactly setting the best scores of all time, but she was still back at her old skill level, and even set the first easy full combo in Yuringo Yuri. If that wasn't crazy enough, she did it with Hidden, making the reading aspect much harder. However, she wouldn't really come into the spotlight until a few months later. In late January 2025, she came back with some absolutely insane easy hidden scores. This is a long list, so let's sort it. For general good scores, we have Gengo Azo, Setsubo Plantation Top Diff, and Unmei no Dark Side. For the first easy FC, we have Subconsciousness, Tsukio Heaven, My Sweet Maiden, and Zudo Summer. For the first easy hidden FC, we have Way Too Deep, Tume Elegy, and Victims of Contingency. With these new scores, she got her new top play multiple times, and even got her first 600 on Zuto Summer. After these scores, all eyes were on her. While a few were skeptical of her due to her past, most had faith in her. However, this would change very quickly. On February 7th, she shocked the community with a 99.95% easy hidden FC on Because Maybe Part 2. It was worth 798 PP, being her first 700 and very close to being her first 800. It was on livestream with a hand cam pointed directly at her tablet while also showing her monitor. The fact that her previous best was 121 miss, it's the best easy score, her history of trying to exploit easy, and her drastic skill increase immediately after a 2.5 year break, all of that doesn't matter. You have all the proof in the world that it wasn't cheated. Or do you? For some quick context, this is Loki Chaos. It's early 2021, he's one of the best reading players in the entire game. Proof comes out that he's using a reading hack, and despite the fact that he has live plays that are similar to mofuries livestream, he gets banned. Why? He was cheating, and the live plays were cheated too. How? Through his own confession, he would play the map and Mikosu at a different approach rate. But still, how? We very clearly saw that his monitor showed the play normally. How could he cheat that? With the recent mofuries drama, Loki Chaos has come out to publicly explain the method he used to cheat his scores. He would have a second computer and monitor under his desk, while having the tablet connected to a splitter so that it could connect to both computers, and therefore play the maps twice at the same time. He would look at the screen under his desk to play the map at a higher approach rate on Mikosu, while playing the map with Easy Hidden on the official Osu client. This method is undetectable. Well, how do we fight it? In the video explaining his method, Loki Chaos suggests having the camera all the way behind you to show the monitor, any possible other monitor placements, and where your head is facing. As I was making this video, mofuries made a live play showing off her entire room, holding her webcam in her mouth while she was playing. I'd recommend checking it out. This works, right? Well, if you expect cheaters to give up after a ridiculous amount of effort, yes. What stops them from memorizing maps before the live play so they can play it? Or using aim assist to give them a slight edge? Or even going all the way to fake the monitor display, by playing the map on a higher approach rate on the main monitor during the live play, but then later editing it to make it look like you're playing it with the correct approach rate on the official client. What's the point of a live play? Ephemeral, a long-standing moderator and developer for Osu, has said himself that live plays don't really matter if you want to prove your legitimacy. If someone wanted to fake a live play, the only thing separating them from being successfully able to do so is effort. He also said that a lot of cheaters are just good players that are looking for a slight edge, like Spare and Totoki. He even said that a few performances on a map doesn't really mean anything, as performance is arbitrary. You could get very lucky and get a score so good you could never get close to it again. You could get very unlucky on a map and only get a good run on a live play. So, live plays can't really prove legitimacy. That's fine, we have other ways to prove it, right? You could argue LANs are a pretty good way to prove legitimacy, but when a player isn't at a LAN, you can't guarantee they don't cheat a score. You could argue having a camera record a player anytime they are near a computer could prove their legitimacy, but it doesn't take into account the possibility of the computer or cursor input device being tampered with beforehand. The honest answer is that there is just no way to completely ensure legitimacy. The anti-cheat, live plays, and LANs are just the closest we can get to it. That doesn't mean they're worthless though. After all, the majority of players are legit. Believing someone's legit is up to you. Trying to prove your legitimacy is a thing of the past. Just have fun playing the game. That's all you can do, anyways. You can try your best to fight cheaters if you want, but in the end, the only way to prove whether or not someone is legit is to catch them cheating. My name is Kippy. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.
嘘でしょ嘘でしょ 798pp なんだ